when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 yo, go, go, go. Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. To the system, I don't wanna be a slave.
Welcome everyone to the Cannaboss podcast. I'm Arica J, and this is Dr. Gena Jones of Cannaboss CFO. How are you doing today?
I am awesome.
It has been a pleasure. Okay, so we're gonna tell the truth.
Oh,
We've had a little conversation. Tell the truth and move on. We've had a little conversation before we started. It's been amazing. So we're just gonna roll right into it.
Let's do it.
So Gena,
yes.
How did you find out about this conference? How do we have the pleasure of having you here with us today?
So I found out about the conference just in doing some research.
Okay.
So I have been, well, first of all, Cannaboss CFO is a company that helps relieve IRS stress.
Okay.
And helps cannabis CEOs keep more of the money that they make.
Okay.
Bottom line, we talk about bottom line.
Yes.
Building. Okay.
Yes.
Now, one of the primary ways we do that is through taxation and making sure the IRS does not get one penny more than that they should. Now, that comes through what we talked about previously, people having a financial house in order.
Yes.
And not being janky with it.
We're going to talk about that as well.
Like you said, not setting up your social media account before you got your business bank account. I'm just saying, I'm just going to put it out there. I'm sorry, not sorry.
No judgment. No judgment. You know, you don't know what you don't know.
You don't know.
But you're hearing it straight from the CFO herself.
But it's like when you know, then you can't act like you can't unknow. Like you can't unsee. Like you can't unknow. So I'm just going to say that. And, but no judgment. Like, it's all good. I'm just trying to give more information. That's all.
Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. Okay. So that is amazing. So let's talk about how you got started. What's your background? Let the people know what your background is and where you come from to become Cannaboss CFO.
Okay. So I'm from the south side of Chicago.
Okay, Chi-Town. My daddy from the Chi. I don't know. Okay, he grew up on 74th and Wabash.
Stop lying.
I swear to God.
You better stop lying right now.
That's where my daddy grew up. His ass is right there, right now. I mean, it was some years ago, but you know what I'm saying? Real
talk.
Oh,
my God.
Yeah.
My grandmother lived on 71st and King Drive. 73rd and King Drive. That's right down the street. Anyway, okay, we digress. Okay. So my father was a musician, and he got into some IRS trouble, and it just hit me like, this is not okay. Like, nobody should have to go through this. Government should not oppress people in this way and just come and try to take them to jail and snatch up their stuff.
Yes.
Like, that's just not okay. And at that point, I decided I have to help people with this because this makes no sense. And so while I started in entertainment, I moved on to help businesses, entrepreneurs, TV talent, all types of people, to relieve this stress and really to help them understand that when you have an IRS problem, it's probably a symptom of a bigger problem, like being janky with your finances and stuff like that. But it's other things that could be.
I want to slice right through that pie right there, and I want to talk about how small businesses, artists and entertainers, and cannabis businesses and sole proprietors get themselves in trouble. What does the lead up look like getting yourself in trouble with the IRS?
That lead up could look a lot of different ways.
Okay.
However, a lot of times what I see is it's a payroll lead up.
A payroll.
Yeah.
Okay.
Payroll is a big problem.
Yes.
And so a lot of people are confused. For example, somebody will have a sole proprietorship and they're like, I'll get my payroll. I got a W-2. I'm an employee. You can't be an employee of a sole proprietorship. That's number one.
Okay.
But, excuse me. The second problem is a lot of people in business think they can do their own payroll. So they're kind of doing their own thing, but they just don't have to file quarterly tax returns, that they actually have to remit the money that they withhold to the government. So that part right there, that's a criminal tax situation.
Okay, could you say that one more time? If you could say with the say that whole sentence again for me.
Yeah, so when you withhold money from your employee's check, they gross and they net, it's a big difference. Yeah. That part right there, you got to turn that in.
And if you don't,
jail.
Oh. criminal, you guys.
Yeah, we don't want it to flip like that. So
That criminal.
Yeah, so I mean, just and we talked earlier about people staying in their lane.
Please, let's talk about that. Okay, everybody specializes in something. They have a gift. We often talk about that. You have CFO behind your name. Please, let's talk about your lane and the recommendation you have for everybody to stay in theirs in business.
I'm just saying, like, if you're a cannabis CEO,
yes.
If you are a cannabis baker, a chef.
Yes.
You have, some treats with some
okay.
All of that.
Yes.
You might not. Now, I'm not saying you not. I'm saying you might not be a CPA. You could be. I'm just saying you could be. But if you're not, then you should hire somebody to take care of it. Just that part right there. And you just keep baking your stuff. You just keep, just whatever you're doing. But just stay in your lane and in your zone of genius.
Yeah.
And then let us do our job and help you to not have a bad situation with the IRS.
Yes.
That's all.
What about the small businesses and the folks who say, and the mid-sized businesses as well? Because we're not just talking about small businesses. No. Mid-sized businesses and some, large businesses do not have their finances in order.
That's true.
That was so good. I have a good question too.
What? How do mid-sized businesses?
Because
it's not just small businesses.
I know. It's okay. We'll just move forward.
Okay. Because we just gonna tell the truth and move on.
Yeah,
right?
we're just gonna tell the truth. I forgot, and we move on. I didn't write these down. So tell people. Oh, I remember what I was gonna say. Financial.
Yes.
Because people do not pay, and that you were saying, like, if you're a baker, you need to get a CPA. But somebody's gonna say a CPA is too much. I can't afford it. What do you say to all those businesses and companies that say they cannot afford the financial piece of their business?
Yeah, no, I get that.
Do you hear that often?
I do hear that.
Okay.
I do hear that. However, I've had several situations where I heard that.
Mm-hmm.
I can't really afford a CPA. My business is small. I don't really need anybody. But then they called me up for IRS representation. And
when it's time for them to go to court?
No, when it's time for them when they've been audited.
Okay.
And so then the IRS is like, well, let me see your books and your records and let me see your tax return and let me make sure all this makes sense.
Okay.
So then that's a higher ticket. First of all, for professional representation.
Gotcha.
But second of all, the IRS is going to smack you in the face with a higher tax bill and penalties. So, you would have wished that you would have just gotten somebody in the beginning. That's all.
It's just...
You just saving money, yeah. You got to take that long view.
Prevention. No pun intended. An ounce of prevention, pound a cure, you guys.
That's right.
It's worth the investment. So talk to us about the type of clients that you work with. Tell us an exciting story about a CFO. See, what y'all don't know is CFOs can move inside and outside of any industry because everybody needs accounting.
That's right.
Tell me an exciting story since you've been the Cannaboss CFO in the cannabis space. And then I do want to also talk about the difference between being a CFO in a regular business or outside of the cannabis industry, because I think that's important for people to know too.
Okay, so I don't know if the stories are exciting as much as they are devastating.
Oh, no. What do you mean? Expound.
Meaning, I had a client who, had a business and, some things kind of went left, but she didn't even know about it. There was a family member who had kind of done some things under the table.
Yeah.
She went to prison.
The family member or your client?
The client. I didn't even know this was going on in the background. What? So remember that criminal tax stuff we were talking about?
Yes.
You know how people come to you, they tell you part of the story?
Oh, man.
And it's wait a minute.
That don't
Why
sound...
didn't you tell me? Oh, yeah, I forgot to tell you. That would have been...
And that, I forgot to tell you, can land you in prison.
That's right.
Wow.
It's I didn't know. You didn't share.
Yeah.
This is going on in the background. Girl, I think we're doing A and you down here at Z over here.
How does that, do you see a difference? Is it worse in the cannabis space? are cannabis like business owners a little bit more careful because they know? Oh, okay.
No. So cannabis business owners they have more awareness.
Okay.
However, because the cannabis tax landscape is a lot different than a regular business landscape, we have to do things a lot different.
Okay.
So you can't just, hire a regular CPA or regular accountant,
right?
Because they're gonna get you messed up every time when it comes to your audit. Because it is what it is, but in the cannabis industry, it's not if you're going to get audited, it's when you're going to get audited. And when that point comes, you want to be ready, not trying to get ready. Oh, girl, what you doing with those receipts? So, no, we're not doing any of that.
Wow.
None.
No receipts, you guys. Don't come to the Cannaboss CFO. Don't come to Dr. Gena with these receipts. She's telling you guys.
Well, our job is to make sure that they come in correct in the business, that everything is set up properly. They don't have to, they're not looking at old jeans hanging up in their closet looking for receipts. You know what I'm saying? That's just not the structure. That's not excellence.
Yes.
So we want to help companies to operate at excellence.
I love it.
So that means that, we get rid of all those janky thoughts.
Yes.
We have to do a mind shift.
Yes.
And that's to, be ready, not try to get ready.
Yes.
Because, stuff was accidentally in your pants pocket. We can't just tell the IRS you washed your pants and all the evidence with it. I don't know. That's not.
Can't stomp out, can't cell phone Tom Brady that thing. I can't just be like.
I'm not feeling that.
I can't do that.
No. Okay. It's better if we don't.
I agree. I agree. Again, let's get it all in the computer system.
Yeah.
Let's have it all in one place.
Yeah.
So what does it look like if anybody wanted to work with the Cannaboss CFO? How do they get in contact with you? What are the steps?
So our website is cannabosscfo.com. And so we are wanting to help transform your business.
Okay.
Into from, I'm just going to use this word, janky finances.
Janky finances.
Or it doesn't even necessarily have to be janky. It's just not the best finances. Yeah.
Broke down.
It's just not the best it could be.
Okay.
And so we want to just transform it into just like a bulletproof, compliant organization.
Wonderful.
You need this? No problem, ma'am. Here's the binder. No problem. Here's the login. What information would you like? It's no stress.
Yes.
You don't have anything to worry about because we have all of our documentation in order.
Yes.
We have all of our substantiation. And there's really no additional questions that we can't answer.
Do you run all of payroll and HR management and all that kind of stuff? Do you run that through? You just set it up for the organization?
Yeah, we would set it up and we would have a company like Panacea Payroll to do the payroll for our clients because we want to make sure, like that example that I shared with you about my client not being forthcoming.
Yes.
Baby, we doing a full review. Like, okay, what about this? What about this? We getting way up in the crevices because we just don't want to miss anything.
Yes.
And we know that taxation, finances, those are sensitive areas.
Yes.
So sometimes CEOs are not as forthcoming as they should be.
Okay.
So we just want to make sure that we're both on the same page and that we're moving in the same direction, trying to reach the same goal.
Absolutely.
So, yeah.
And just for clarity, can you tell our audience the difference between what you do, a CPA, and an accountant, and a business accountant?
Okay.
Or if there's any difference. I know you're a full service, right? I know you do multiple things. And if there is no difference, make it clear to me.
Okay.
Give us some understanding.
Okay.
But some people say, well, I just need an accountant and my accountant does everything. And some people feel like, well, I could just use QuickBooks and a CPA will take care of me at the end of the day. Mm-hmm. And then I know what you bring to the table is a full scope. So explain to the audience what is the difference between those three.
Okay, so in Cannaboss CFO, what we're focused on is making sure that you are in good standing with the IRS. When they come to you and they step to you about the audit, you have no worries. Like our thing is we want to replace the fear you may have with confidence. Like, okay, my audit's coming up, cool, no problem. We got that. And so the way we do that is through making sure that your internal controls, your procedures, all those things are documented in your business. And yes, we do accounting services, but what's more important is the foundation and the framework within your business. If you already have an accountant, fine, we work with that accountant. We just want to make sure that your business has the right structure because accountants can come and go, but if you have the right infrastructure, you won't be affected by it.
Foundation, folks. Foundation. CFO. Cannaboss CFO, Dr. Gena Jones. Boom. Okay, Cannaboss CFO. Thank you so much for stopping by. This has really been a pleasure.
Yes.
I told her we were just gonna take some time, get to know each other. So,
and I ended up writing a book in the whole first 10 minutes.
Look, y'all don't even know. Stay tuned. Stay tuned. We appreciate you. Thank you so much. Keep it up. We love seeing women-owned business, supporting women-owned business, Black-owned business. We are here for it. You guys need to get your finances together. Reach out to the Cannaboss CFO. Stop playing. Tap in. Oh, give them your IG and all your social media.
So IG is Cannaboss CFO, and Facebook is also Cannaboss CFO.
All right.
And that's all I know about social media. Don't ask me no other social media questions, okay? Oh, girl, I went out on a limb on that one. I'm like, oh, shoot.
When she says stay in your lane, she's not playing. She is financial excellence, right? And she has a PR person who handles all of that because she does what she says. She does what she does best, and she stays in her lane.
That's right.
And she finds excellent people to be in theirs. So, that's something we can learn. Tell the truth and move on.
There you go. Thank you.
Peace, y'all. Thank y'all.